There you go.
I was gonna be myself. I don't believe How did you get that? That's your shirt. You're chewing it up because the bedroom door's open. Get it out your mouth. Oh, there's got my makeup stick somewhere. Come on. Popping it when I'm saying you don't want all the time you let it move it. Somebody's bang running on it. A gnat or something. A clear one. The black ones of the clear one. Taking a gnat. What? What? I guess so. When I build it, I'm not going to pop it.
Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is RG3. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll run it here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go play action. Griffin rolling to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they toss that wide to Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now it's Griffin. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed and ready for this one. The defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back.
He punted 5 times in the win last week. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, here's Breeze. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Griffin on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Slow.
Here's Griffin. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Sherrills. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the interception, here's Griffin. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Griffin will throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Slow.
He's going to get it running right. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Griffin keeps it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Flag 32. Z.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Pass incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
95-56, 95-56. 12.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Kamara. What a spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the 2nd half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. And still fighting. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Griffin. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now, 9 of 17 through the air. Throwing again, Griffin looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, Brees. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brees on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sheldon Rankins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now it's the backup Bradford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
To throw, it's Breeze. Look, it's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Breeze throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down, Mark. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's going to launch this thing. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas in even 50 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch this. 21. 12. 12.
To throw is Breeze. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Got it. 11. Under.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
21.
Now Breeze, got to have this one. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs and team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Here we go, Monday.
A first down throw for Bradford. Over the middle here to Brown. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another run with Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Latavius Murray. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we